Hello guys, good morning. It's Dave Santarelli from BreakingChartAlerts.com. As you guys can see, we posted our pre-market video this morning, and first things first, big news is Snapchat. Snapchat's up over 24% here, breaking above $35 a share on a stellar Q3 earnings beat here. So that got a big pop here, and as you guys can see, other social media platforms are taking off. Facebook's on the climb. Pinterest is on the climb here as well. If you see Pinterest shares, let's see what Twitter's doing. Twitter's got a big climb here. So if you guys remember yesterday, I was talking about Facebook breaking above that 280 a share. And if it broke above that 280 a share, we were going to jump into some calls on that. You know, we were looking for that break above 270. Now we broke that second area here. So now I'm going to be looking for that 290 to 300, which is going to be our target. So this is going to be our target. I was thinking about doing a paycheck trade for this week's expo on Facebook here. So the good news is that Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin, they extended their deadline for the stimulus talks to this weekend. So Nancy Pelosi came on and said she's very hopeful that they're going to pass that stimulus deal by this weekend here. So the markets are getting a climb here from the lows this morning. Things are looking pretty good here this morning. And let's go over a few other things here. Let me clear that out. So big earnings after the bell today are going to be Tesla, and we have Tesla and Chipotle. So if you see, you take a look here at Tesla, that's coming right down to that 50. It's been coming down to that 50 for quite some time here, as you guys could see. It's been using that 50 as that retracement area. So we got some pretty tough resistance right around 450. So we got some resistance on Tesla at 450. And we have earnings after the bell today on Tesla. So that's going to be something we're going to be taking a look at. And let's see what the implied move is here on Tesla. So Tesla's implied move this week is 8.34%. So if it's at 421 now, 421, multiply that by 0.0834. That's a move up or down of about $35, which would get us right back up to that 450. So we could do something like an out-of-the-money vertical spread. Look for that 445, 450 vertical spread going into earnings after the bell here. So that's something we could talk about in the afternoon pro trader session there. And then we have Chipotle. Chipotle's been a beast here. We've been talking about Chipotle for quite some time. Chipotle, though, we have a double top forming right here. So we got a double top. Now we break above that, we're going to be soaring higher. And that was upgraded yesterday, if you guys could remember. So nice climb here in the pre-market. We're going to see how things take off. If Tesla starts to climb, I might do an early out-of-the-money vertical spread on Tesla here. You know, and look for that smaller paycheck, not a paycheck trade, but an earnings trade, a higher risk earnings trade. And then Facebook is what I'm going to be looking for a paycheck trade this week. She's breaking 280 a share, 279.60 right now in the pre-market hours. So I definitely want to keep an eye on Facebook and be looking for that. So if you guys got your notepad right down here, write down Facebook, Snap, Pinterest, and Tesla, and possibly Chipotle. The other big news this morning, guys, is PayPal. PayPal just announced on their platform now that they are doing a platform to buy and sell cryptocurrency. So I expect PayPal to take off as well. So on your notepad right here, put down PayPal as well, PYPL. Okay, those are the top stocks we want to focus in on today. And then as you guys could see, I added this because in the pro trader session in the afternoon, a lot of members have been telling me they like seeing this. So now that the opening bell is going to be coming up, you'll see this market mover list update once opening bell comes. We got our watch list down here, and then you guys will see the market movers list here once the bell opens here in about 1 minute. So everything's looking pretty good. Everything's going to be hinging on the stimulus talks. I think things are looking pretty positive there with Pelosi and Mnuchin. And guys, remember, I want to be looking at that paycheck trade here on Facebook. Google shares are also trading much higher. You guys can see Google here. Here's a 3-month daily chart on Google. It's holding above that 10-day simple moving average, continuing to climb. But remember what we talked about. We got some pretty tough consolidation right here on Google that we've been waiting to break above. So a break above that today, I'm going to be looking for that 1650 target on Google. That's going to be an easy target once we get that green candle above this consolidation box right here. So some nice setups here this morning, guys. Market is opening now. Let's see how we do here. Let's see how we open. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Here we go, guys. So the market mover list, this is the top movers in the market right now on the NYSE, the New York Stock Exchange. So this is the largest percent stock gainers, as you guys could see. And we could quickly we have it linked with our charts. So we could go through them and see what's going on with each of them there. Let's see if that NTZ is still on there today. You guys remember we were talking about that in the afternoon Pro Trader session yesterday. So we'll take a look at Facebook here. If Facebook starts to climb, I definitely want to be looking at another trade on Facebook. I'm watching. I got some other charts set up here. Tesla. I got Q's, Facebook, Intel, Microsoft, Pinterest, Diamond, SPY, and a few others here as well that I'm watching. So just giving the market, let me put these ones on it today. 1 minute now that the markets are open. Tesla's starting to take off here, team, ahead of earnings. Might be able to do a quick day trade on Tesla ahead of earnings here. It's already up $2, $2.27. Here's a next candle here, still continuing to climb. $2.81, up $3.11, $3.32. She's having a big breakout here, Tesla. Remember, Tesla earnings after the bell. We can make a quick day trade on Tesla if we want. Qs are taking off. I'm watching Q's chart right above here. Qs are climbing up to that 20 SMA. Looking good. I might jump into a quick Tesla trade here as a day trade. I think I'm going to do that, team, in the trade challenge account here. Let's take a look. We got that trade challenge account up really nice yesterday. Our silver trade's doing beautifully here. Alrighty, guys, so I think I'm going to see it's going to be tough doing it in the trade challenge account because of the, I'm sure it's going to be really expensive here.
SNAP, Snap spiking to the high, 35.68.
Snapchat shares spiking to the highs.
Better than expected report yesterday. Snap hitting a new high, 35.68, standing November Alpha Papa.
Facebook's not breaking that 280 yet. It retraced a little bit. That's not too bad here. We could pick up the 427.50s. Probably look at the 430s on. So if Tesla continues this climb here, I could pick up the October 23rd 430 strike call that right now is going between 14.90 and 15.15 per contract. All right, I am in Tesla. I just picked up the Tesla October 23rd 430 strike call. I got executed at 15.50 a contract. I think we're going to see Tesla continue to break higher here ahead of earnings. And there she goes, taking off. Up $5 now for the day. Qs are really starting to climb here. I already got a 2% gain on the Tesla trade. IV is going to continue to spike as the markets climb. The nice thing about this is since it has earnings, that value is pretty much going to hold pretty well here today. There goes Tesla still continuing to climb, break higher. There we go, new highs. Up 3% on Tesla, quick $50 already on that one contract. Another nice climb on Tesla. There she goes, breaking higher. We're now up 7% on Tesla. Big breakout on Tesla, now up 8%. $150 gain already on Tesla. Tesla shares up 1.4% here. Another big climb on Tesla.
Pharmaceuticals announcing FDA reactivation as the investigational NDA application for ABO4 and alcohol use disorder.
Qs are still on the climb. Diamond's climbing. And SPY is still climbing here. There goes Tesla once again, breaking higher. There goes Tesla once again. Qs are breaking higher. Big breakout on Qs here, team. Tesla's still taking off here. Nice climb on Tesla. Still breaking higher. Look for that continued breakout on Tesla. She's going to be looking for that 430 next. There goes Q's taking off once again. Q's are climbing. Nice breakout on Tesla again. Look at that breakout on Tesla. Nice climb there. Let's see, team. I just sold my Tesla trade. I made a quick $200 here. Tesla closed 1705. 1705 exit on Tesla. Quick $155 on that trade. Now we could look for the next one. This is what you're doing. You're looking for these stocks that are breaking out ahead of earnings. Now there's all this momentum from Snapchat, right? So that's why we took advantage of that. Now what I'm looking at down here is, if you guys could see down here on my watch list, what I want to focus in on is Facebook down here. See Facebook? It's at 277.08. Remember what I told you guys with Facebook. 280 is an important number with Facebook. We break above 280, I'm going to do something to that 280 is then going to be acting as support once we break above it. So I might do something like the 277.50, 280 vertical call spread for this week's expo as a paycheck trade and be looking for that breakout. Look at Baidu. Baidu shares are trading higher here as well. That stock's been climbing ever since the Chinese came out with their import and export numbers. Finney says Snap is still moving here. Let's see Snapchat. Snap. Yeah, that's consolidating, Finney. It's coming up to that 10, though. I think, honestly, that's such a big climb here. I think that's going to pull back a bit. But Snapchat, if you guys take a look at our watch list, our daily newsletter this morning, take a look. We have a nice... So here's our upgrades. Here's our downgrades, right? So Advanced Auto Parts was upgraded to 175 from market perform to outperform. We have Paycom Software sector perform to outperform. Look at that increase in price, 305 to 450. Huge. Pinterest was another one from 37 to 61. That's almost a double. Take a look at Pinterest share, guys. Pinterest shares are still on the climb. That's going to be something we could possibly look at for another quick trade here. Let's take a look. PINS. Pinterest shares are still on the climb, up 12%. There goes Q's taking off here, team. Let's take a look at an option chain here for Pinterest going out a little bit further. So that's Pinterest. Let's take a look at the option chain and see if we could do something for the November 20th expo here. Pinterest, wow, 50 bucks a share. Remember when that was just trading at $19 just a couple months ago? Alrighty, so she was upgraded to 61 bucks. It's at 51 right now. So if we take a look, the 51 strike call for November 20th, that's insane. $5. So basically, you're going to make 100% return if the stock's at $62 a share. You know, that's, to me, that's silly. Because if you pick up that 51 strike and you need 100% gain at 62, well, why don't we do something like the 55-60 vertical spread here, buy to open, sell to open. Let's just see what that's going for so you can see the difference. Because today's class, I'm going to be showing you guys how to find the right strategy and the right strikes and right expiration dates on the class this afternoon. So let's take a look here. If we did the 55-60, look at this now. Now, you remember, if we picked up that 50 strike, we needed the stock at $62 to make a 100% return. Here, if we pick up the 55-60 vertical spread, we could pick it up for $1.38 to be worth 5. 5 divide that by 1.38. That's a max net gain of 262.32%, and we only need the stock at 60 instead of 62. So that's the benefit of going with that vertical call spread here, is you're able to maximize your profits, and you need the stock lower than you do if you picked up that 50 strike call. So big difference there, and you always got to be looking at these different types of strategies when you're trading, because that's a big difference right there that you could be taking advantage of. Let's see what else we got going on. Facebook's breaking out now, 282 a share. Big breakout on Facebook. Let's see Facebook shares.
TWTR Twitter popping above the $50 mark.
Now, Facebook, that's something we could definitely do a vertical spread with and look for a paycheck trade on. Or we could pick up the regular shares as well, or contracts, I mean here, options. Let's see the calls here for going out a little bit on Facebook. Facebook, let's see, call. Let's do the next week's October 30th expo, because if they pass that deal, we're going to see a big run here on these contracts. So I'm going to pick up the Trade Challenge account, Efren, here. Okay, Efren, I picked up the Facebook October 30th 285 strike call in the trade challenge account for the October 30th Expo. I'm in at 985 a contract. Now I want to go over my targets and my stops with you guys. So now here's the thing, guys. Now let's go over our targets and our stops. Now you guys know what we are, you know what we went over yesterday with the alerts, right? So first off here, let's go to the alerts. Alrighty, so now what we're going to be looking for with Facebook is at least 290 to 300. So 290 to 300 is going to be our target. I think if we get that stim deal, we're going to be looking at that 300 target, okay? Shares are up $13 today. Another $13 move. We're almost at 300 bucks, okay? So now what I'm going to do is go to the alerts here. I'm going to put in Facebook. And I'm going to say alert me if the stock gets up to, let's say, 295. Then I'll start looking at it. Okay? And then our stop on this is going to be a tight stop of, let's say, 273 here. That's going to take us right down to about that candle. So 273, 272, 273. We'll put in 273. Okay, so now what's going to happen here is this is going to tell us, hey, alert me when Facebook gets above 295. Alert me if Facebook drops below 273. That way, if I'm looking at some other things and I can't watch it immediately, I know exactly what to do. So I'm going to hit OK. And now that alert is set. That's going to be a nice move on Facebook. Now remember, the only reason why we got to get out of this trade is if the stimulus deal talks fade. Okay? If Pelosi comes on and says, hey, there's no stim deal, immediately we're going to be exiting out of our calls. Immediately. But that should be continuing to climb here throughout the day. Facebook shares up about 5%. Look at Pinterest shares. PINS. Pinterest shares are up 11.6%. Twitter, Snapchat shares are up 26%, still continuing to climb at the highs. Twitter shares up 7%. So you see Facebook's lagging. It's only up 4.9%. I expect Facebook to continue to climb throughout the day here. It's got a little bit more outstanding shares, so that's why you're seeing that not move as much as you're seeing Twitter, Snapchat, and Pinterest move. You know, a lot more shares outstanding on Facebook compared to these other ones. Guys on YouTube, if you guys are liking this video, please give it a thumbs up for me. We just made a quick Tesla trade. Hopefully you guys got into that with us. Please give this video a like for us. You know, I'm doing my best here for you guys. I hope you guys could see that, and any types of likes, shares would be greatly appreciated, team. I'm watching Tesla. We sold Tesla right near the highs. Take a look at Tesla. What a beautiful trade there we made on Tesla. Look at it today, 1 minute. Efren, what time did we send out that closing trade on Tesla? Let me just move up here and see. $9.38. $9.37. $9.37 right here. We literally sold just at about the highs of the day there. Beautiful trade set up on Tesla we took advantage of. Now it retraced back down to that 20-day simple moving average. Now you're looking for that continued climb. She breaks above that 429 there. That's going to be another nice entry. Qs are still continuing to climb. If you take a look at Qs here, market is looking good. Today, 1 minute, there goes Qs breaking out again. Another nice breakout. And here, you guys could trade these ETFs or these indices really easily during this breakout in this market. Snapchat shares now over $36, $36.09 a share here on Snapchat. Pinterest shares up 12%. So you see the market movers list over here to the left. This is giving you a good idea of momentum stocks. So if you're seeing some of these, like if you see, for example, let's say VNet, if you see that start moving up in this chain here, that means that's, ranking higher. So if you see one of these start to move higher here, they're in breakout momentum, and you could look for a quick day trade on these. This is the watch list I love to watch for day trades, because these are your market movers down here. Down here, this is my watch list. So obviously the watch list, that's going to be things I'm going to be looking at for swing trades and whatnot.
9F moving here on heavy volume now, $1.87. Juliet Foxtrot uniform.
Costco trades up $120 today. I want to see that start to climb. Amazon's finally starting to climb here. Let's see what Amazon's doing. So if we zoom out a little bit on Amazon, I want to see a break above 32, 32.50 for me to possibly enter into a day trade on it. I think Facebook's going to be a really great trade when we get that stimulus deal as well. Because think about it, when you get that stimulus deal, what's going to happen? The PPP loan, they're going to be getting money, and people are going to be advertising more on Facebook. They're going to have stimulus to grow their business again. So when they got that money to grow their business, they're going to be advertising more on Facebook and Google and all those other platforms there. So keep an eye on them. Let's see what Chipotle's doing. That one has earnings after the bell today. Pretty choppy, trading sideways, not doing too much yet. Von Jones Bay says, thanks for the CGC earlier this week. Let's take a look at CGC, what that's doing now. Look at that stock, up over 4%. And that's holding that 10-day simple moving average and continuing to climb. Von Jones Bay, are you a member with us yet? Really nice trades we've been making, team. Really proud of us. Great job there, Von Jones Bay. Good morning, Zach Honka on YouTube. Rop Studio 1. PayPal going to be using crypto. I'm waiting for PayPal to break out here. Let's see what that's doing. It's got some pretty serious resistance right around 210 to 211. Starts to break that. That's going to be looking good. Facebook shares are breaking out again. Facebook shares breaking out again at that 10-day simple moving average. There she goes. Look for a break above that 282.50 on Facebook next. You can see we got some big moves on these tech stocks today, so looking good. Facebook continuing to climb, nearing 282 a share again. Another nice climb on Qs. Qs are continuing to run higher. I'm watching Tesla. Tesla's trading below that 1020 SMA right now. But like I said, I might do a vertical spread on Tesla. I'm watching Tesla up here. I'm watching Facebook. I'm watching Qs, Intel, Pinterest, Diamond, and Microsoft.
Tangasco up 300% now at the high. Tango Golf Charlie.
Facebook nearing 282.
PGC. Tangasco announcing.
Let's see. Carson.
And a
Snap running. Avara says, Dave, check out PDD. We checked that out yesterday. What's that doing today?
and Tangasco would be Riley.
Up another 4% here.
Permian announcing
Dow's only up 95 points. NASDAQ's up about 79. S&P's up about 17.7. So really not that much of a pop, but you're seeing what sectors are taking off. Ephraim, you want to post the heat map in the trade room there? Netflix bouncing off VWAP or right at VWAP. PDD is looking good. Facebook is breaking 282.29. Take a look at Facebook, team. Another nice breakout here on Facebook, nearing the highs of the day once again. So take a look here at the heat map that we just shared in the trade room. So here's the heat map here. Notice communication services, Google, Facebook, big breakout on those. You know, over here, UPS and FedEx. We're going to look at UPS and FedEx. That's what I love about the heat map. Don't forget about the holiday trend coming here. So we got semiconductors taking off a little bit here. We got diagnostics with COVID on the rise. We got auto manufacturing on the climb. You see Tesla up 1.7%. TM. Baidu up over 3%. Snap. Now, the boxes of these go by market cap. So that's why you're seeing Facebook and Google bigger market cap. So they get a bigger box. Where Snapchat, that's a smaller market cap there. So it's smaller box, but bright green.
Pharma spiking here, low price stock on volume, San Diego X-ray Tango Charlie.
Texas Instruments announced earnings. So that's why you're seeing that so red. Julia Mariles on YouTube says Visa's looking good. Let's take a look at Visa. Facebook's looking great. Visa's in breakout momentum. Look at that, 199.74. Let's take a look at the 3-month daily, though. That should continue to climb up to about 205. That's going to be the next resistance area on Visa here. I like that setup there, Julia. Nice setup there on Visa. You could now see if there's a stim deal, Visa's going to be one of those ones that really take off here. So keep an eye on that. Pinterest shares now over $51.20 a share. Facebook above 282. Love what we're seeing here, team. We made some trades. Now we're just going to sit back, watch them, see if we see any other breakouts. I'm watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 charts I'm watching here right now. So when I'm focusing on these charts here, you know, I'm looking for those next breakouts. I'm seeing what's happening. So I told you guys the stocks I'm looking at here. You know, on my 6 screens, I could really focus on these 11 to 12 charts. So if you guys see anything else that you want to let me know about, please let me know about it. There goes Q's taking off again. Big breakout on Q's. Again, new highs of the day on Q's. Q's are now up over 82 points. Dow is up 129. S&P's up almost 20 points for the day. Continued break higher. We already made that one big trade on Tesla. Locked in a nice gain, 10% gain on that.
Agreement announced, then pulling back 297, halted on a circuit breaker.
There goes Facebook taking off again. Nearing the highs of the day, getting up to almost 283 a share. I think we might see Facebook between 285 and 290 by the end of this week. And then I think next week we might see that 300. Okay, we just got another big upgrade that's just coming through on the newswire, guys. Check out Peloton, PTON. Peloton Interactive shares are trading higher after KeyBank maintained an overweight rating on the stock and raised its price target from $120 to $160. Unbelievable upgrade on Peloton, PTON. Look at Peloton shares. We jumped into this contract way back here. We had our stop at that blue 20 SMA, and we just continue to take off there. It's been relentless, still continuing to climb.
Brexit talks set to restart by aiming for a deal by mid-November.
Brexit talks. Guys, take a look at Qs. Qs are still continuing to break higher here. Nice big breakout on Qs. Looking good there. Facebook still on the climb here. Still holding above that 10. Diamond. Diamond is a climbing. Looking good there. Intel's finally getting a break out here on that today 1 minute chart. That might be a nice one to make a quick little day trade. Take a look at Intel shares, team. Intel just had that 1020 cross, right? We just had that 1020 cross. There's the SMA cluster. We had the MACD cross way back here on a today 1 minute chart. Histogram has been green, and it's been above the 0 line. Check, check, check. First green candle above 1020, check. So if we break above 55, this is going to be major resistance here. This is going to be resistance here for the day. If we could break above that resistance, that's where I'd be looking for a day trade. So if we get that green candle there, we get that green candle above that resistance, that's going to be my buy signal right there. That's going to be a heck of a buy signal if we break above that 55.
Fed's Mester says,
guys, if you guys are watching this YouTube video and you're enjoying it, please give it a thumbs up. Give it a like for me, all right? I really appreciate it. We got about 60 people watching. I'd really appreciate that thumbs up, that like for us.
It's possible low rates and persistently accommodated monetary policy could increase financial vulnerability.
Let's see here. Dwayne says snow beginning to break out. Let's take a look at snow. Snowflake. Snowflake looks ready for a nice breakout there. I'd be trading that up to about 280. That's a very expensive stock, though, and one that's newly had its IPO. Facebook shares breaking out again. Let's take a look, see what our Facebook trade's doing here. Our silver trade's up 10% already. Let's see what silver's doing here. Facebook trade's just about even right now. We need that break above 283 to start being profitable there. Let's take a look at SLV, see if we want to lock in our profits on SLV or hold on to it. Still breaking higher on SLV. We could hold on to that. We got a pretty decent sized gain on it, though. And if there is any talks of a stimulus deal, that's going to be one of the first ones to pull back a little bit there. All right, Ephraim, I just closed out our silver trade because I think we could better utilize that money other places here. I just closed out silver at $1.46. Close that out for a nice quick little gain there on silver. Facebook shares are still consolidating, still holding above that 10, looking for that next breakout here on Facebook shares. Larry Kudlow's on TV right now. He's the economic advisor, so, you know, let's see what he says. Diamonds climbing. Let's see. Von Jones Bay on YouTube says he's in the Peloton 1120 Expo. Paul S. says, what's your take on DPZ, which is Domino's Pizza Options? Good time to buy calls. Let's take a look at DPZ. I think Domino's had its run. So here's the thing, Paul. I want to be buying Domino's until you got to climb above that 400. You're looking for a candle above that 10-day simple moving average, that yellow 10-day simple moving average, and a candle above that 400. You know, it seems like we're holding that 390 support pretty well on Domino's, but take a look. You have that 10 crossing below that 20. You have the MACD that crossed below the signal line, and look at where your bars are on your histogram. Your bars are below that 0 line. So that's showing you still got momentum lower here. So I would not be buying calls until we at least see that MACD cross, or if we see a candle above that yellow 10-day simple moving average. Otherwise, you're going against the trend. Why do you want to trade against the trend here on it going lower? Trend is always your friend here. Now take a look at the Diamond ETF. Diamond's new highs of the day. Take a look. Diamond's climbing. Got consolidation, though, on the daily chart there. Big breakout on Dow. Dow's now up 132 points. Natty's up about 82. S&P's now up 20 points for the day. Qs are starting to climb off that 20-day simple moving average. If you guys take a look at Qs. Qs on it today, 1 minute, climbing off that 20-day simple moving average. There goes Diamond, climbing again. I'm watching Intel climbing off that 53.10 area. Facebook's holding above 282 a share, looking good. I like that. Let's see. Tesla just continued to pull back since where we sold it at, which was a beautiful trade set up there on Tesla. Really nice job we made on that day trade this morning. Guys, take a look at Diamond. Still climbing. New highs of the day on Dow.
Copper above $7,000 a ton for the first time since
Copper above $7,000 a ton for the first time in years. Take a look at GameStop. GameStop is still on the climb here. Up $14.34 here. 3-month daily chart. Look at that continued climb higher here. I love that chart. Love that chart. She breaks 15. You're going to be looking at $20 a share by the end of the year here going into the holiday season. Let's see if Vilio says PayPal is starting to move. Let's see. There we go. PayPal's finally starting to break out. That's another one we can make a trade on. I want to see it break the highs right here. We got a double top of around 211.25. Break above that. That's going to be a nice entry. Shares already up 4.29%. With that new cryptocurrency news of Vilio, that's going to be one that's going to be a good longer-term swing trade. Maybe going out for at least 30 to 60 days to Expo. That's a nice setup there. I could see that easily getting to 250 a share by the end of this year.
Negative report being circulated now. India Gulf, Michael Sandy.
Well, the market's right near the highs of the day here, Tyler C. But I could definitely see what you're saying with Qs. We got our first candles below the 1020 SMA on Qs. Diamond ETF's just coming down to about that 10-day simple moving average. But no problem, Paul. Paul, if you're not a member with us and you'd like to join us Ephraim could share the link with you guys to chat with us directly right on the YouTube chat there. If you want to send him the link there to chat live with us, that'd be great. Diamond's climbing again here. There goes Q's taking off, holding that 286.50 resistance or support area. We're going to be looking at 287.50 as the next resistance on Q's. Facebook holding that 281. Pinterest is climbing once again. There goes PayPal taking off there, Avilio. You going to make a longer term swing trade on that, Avilio? DraftKings shares are finally starting to take off here. 43.47 a share, up over 2% for the day. 3-month daily chart. It looks like it's got some nice support there. Let's see if that starts to climb here as well. Kudlow says it's an optimistic morning for aid talks. That's really good to hear from Kudlow, because Kudlow's a diehard Republican. So if he's saying, hey, there's good talks with Pelosi going on, I'm telling you, that's really good news for the markets. And I think we're going to see a big climb from now to the end of the week here. That's why anything I'm getting now are going to probably be some swing trades for next week's expo. Because if we get that stim deal passed, we're going to see a nice rally next week, I think. So really nice job there this morning. Facebook back above 281.19, starting to climb again on Facebook. Diamond is still holding above that 10-day simple moving average. Pinterest is moving higher. Qs, as you guys could see here, Qs, I'm watching on all my screens here. I got the 6 screens and 12 charts in front of me right now. So I'm always scanning through everything and seeing what's going on, including our market movers list here and anything that's moving up on that list. Remember what I told you guys. Anything that's moving up on this list, like if you see SGLB, which is Sigma Labs, if you see that start to climb on the bottom of that list, that means it's in breakout momentum, and that's a nice setup there for a possible day trade. So I always be looking at that market movers list there for some possible day trades. My watch list down here, this is what I'm looking at for swing trades. We got Facebook breaking out again here, back up to 281.50 a share, starting to climb. There goes Diamond taking off. Q's taking off. Pinterest taking off here. Intel's taking off again. First candle above the 10-20-50 SMA on Intel at 53.26 a share right now. Big breakout on Intel. Let's check out Intel. INTC. Intel, today 1 minute chart, nice climb on Intel. Once again, breaking higher here. We got the MACD that's just starting to cross, and we got our first little bar there on the histogram above the 0 line, looking good. Let's see if the market continues to climb here. And like I said, it's all depending on the stimulus talks. So big day today. Hertz is toast unless there's some type of stimulus deal, Tyler. So I wouldn't sell it because it's very early. If we get that stimulus deal by tomorrow, markets are going to pop there. Bruce MF Vane says, how many charts you have per list? And do you have lessons on how you use your chart indicators? That's a great question, Bruce. So first off, as you guys know, I got a trading academy here in Orlando, Florida. This is my office here. I'm inside the Regions Bank at 5401 South Kirkman Road. And we have a trading academy. So we do classes here. We do lessons. And if you go on the website and you want to see one of the lessons here, you go up to education. You go to click on education here, and these are our classes. We actually have a class tonight that you guys could sign up for if you're a member. So we have beginner trader classes that are going to teach you the very basics if you're totally new to trading and have no idea what the heck you're doing. We have intermediate classes. Once you take those beginner classes, you turn on to the intermediate. Today's going to be an intermediate class. And then we also have the pro classes here. These are more for your portfolio management, how to hedge your portfolios and whatnot. And then if you go up to education and you click on lesson library here, you'll see, I think she's going to have the yesterday's lesson posted on here today. But as you guys could see, we got a ton of lessons here. And these lessons are quick little 10-minute videos, safe haven stocks during volatile markets, you know, how to find implied moves, you know, how to follow your trade plan and trading with patience and discipline. You know, the one day I closed out a trade too early, I only made like a 15% gain on it. If I held it, I would have been up over 160%. You know, how to use the MACD to profit. You know, how to get free trade alerts from your brokerage account. You know, how to use the MACD with the RSI. So we do a lot of lessons here, and we have lessons just about every day in the afternoon pro trader session. So if you guys go to the membership pricing plans and you take a look at this, you'll see the trader membership, if you're totally new to trading, that's a good one for you. You know, if you don't have any idea what a stock is, what a call or a put is, sign up for that. You get the morning trading session on Zoom. You get the trade alerts, you get the live trade room, and you get those beginner classes. Pro Trader, you get the intermediate classes and the beginner classes. And you also get the afternoon live trading from 2 to 4 p.m. Elite Pro Trader, that's basically our trading academy. We're going to teach you A to Z. You get the morning, you get the afternoon, and you get everything else that goes with it, and text alerts and recaps and everything like that. And you're also saving $500 off the year. So great question, Bruce. We do a lot of teaching here. I love to do classes. And then as you guys could see here, when you become a member, here's the link for the morning live Zoom. Here's the link for the morning after or the afternoon live trading Zoom. Here's the link for the class signups every week. So it's a really nice, easy, simple. And then if you want to see the trades, go to Trade Alerts right here. And you can see all of our trade alerts that are made right here. Beautiful trade alerts that are made quick, easy, right there. Facebook's starting to climb again, back at 281.84. Intel still on the climb. Dow's holding above that 20 SMA. Q's above that 1020 SMA. Tesla's still continuing to break down again at 423.27 a share. Pinterest is still on the climb. New highs of the day on Pinterest. There goes Q's taking off again. Market's on the climb once again. There goes Facebook breaking above that 20 SMA. I want to see a candle with body above 282 a share on Facebook. Intel's looking good, continuing to climb on Intel. Bruce on YouTube said, you stated you have a tax account we could talk to. Is that available free for all members? Yes, that's available for all members, Bruce. And to sign up for that, you just go to our homepage, and you'll see the class sign up for that. That's going to be October 30th at 5 p.m. And we're going to be talking about the trader tax status, the trader operator tax status with the IRS. And if you guys trade, you guys that are live with us on Zoom right now, you guys are obviously trading just about every day, right? Or you're making at least one trade a week. Well, if you're trading consistently every week here with the IRS, you could be considered a trader operator. And that's going to save you a lot of money on your taxes because it's going to reduce those capital gains by a significant amount. So make sure you're able to check that out. And he's going to be able to answer all your questions about that. You know, I'm not an accountant. He's the professional trader operator tax status guy for the IRS. And he's a great accountant. Really great. He saved me a lot of money.
Coming up at 10:30, food inventories, a draw of 1.021 million. Gasoline inventories, a draw of 1.829 million, and distillates.
Tyler, I don't think he got into PayPal. I'm not sure.
A draw of 1.743 million expected. That's coming up in 10 minutes at 10:30.
Market's pretty flat here for the past 10-15 minutes. Want to see that next climb. So take a look at Qs. This is what I'm looking at, Qs. And this is what we talk about with patience and discipline here with trading. Okay? So as you guys could see right here, what have we been doing for the past, what's that, since 10 o'clock? It's 10:21 right now. So for the past 21 minutes, we've been trading in NTZ, consolidation, with Qs. We're waiting for a break above that, which I think we're just getting right now. And then if we break above that resistance at 287.25, this is our resistance. We break above that, we're going to see that next big climb in the markets here. So that's what I'm watching for here. And it's important for you guys to remember that patience and discipline during this time of the market when you're trading in that consolidation or no trade zone area. Boo Young says, Dave, do you have to contact the IRS to establish the trader-operator tax status? The accountant's going to be able to talk to you about that. You do have to list as a trader-operator, but it's basically a few questions saying, hey, do you trade frequently? You know, is this what you do for part of your income or for a living? And, you know, he's going to be able to ask you. Great questions, guys. I love it. Make sure you sign up and register. Come join us at breakingchartalerts.com and check it out there. Here is the link if you guys want. And guys, take a look right here. This is what's nice about us. If you guys go to our homepage, breakingchartalerts.com, here's our website, breakingchartalerts.com. If you guys have any questions, you could message us and talk with one of our representatives right now on Facebook Messenger. You just click in, log into Messenger, and you type in, what did that say? Exit private mode to log in. I don't know what private mode is there. But as you guys could see, you guys could just message us right there. Shoot us a message. You guys could sign up for the free class right here. But make sure you join us. Go to join now. Here's our exclusive free class with our CPA. It's in 9 days. This gives you an idea of what we do. And you guys could check that out. Live trading room. This is where you want to be here throughout the day. Let's see. Paul S. says ExxonMobil has taken a hit the past few days. When do you see the bottom resistance to buy? The bottom support, you mean, to buy some leap calls? Let's see. ExxonMobil here. ExxonMobil today, 1 minute's looking nice for a little day trade there. 3-month daily, I'd be looking for a candle above $35 a share. So ExxonMobil, this is all breakdown momentum right here. If you guys are taking a look here at, so here's your 1020 cross below, right? Here's your first candle below. So that's going to be your entry for your puts. Your first green candle with body above that 10 is your exit. Here was your exit. So you were able to enter puts on ExxonMobil with our trade plan right here. You had the MACD cross back here. There's check 1, there's check 2, there's check 3. Okay? So you were entering the puts on, what's that? August 19th, right? August 19th, you entered those puts with the trade plan. Your exit, first candle with body above 10-day simple moving average. Your exit was on October 8th. Now what you're doing, what you're looking for here is take a look. It's a nice thing about our trade plan. You could see some consolidation right here at this area pretty well. So now what I'm looking for is that candle above $35 a share. So now if I get a green candle above $35 a share here, we get a candle like that, that's going to be my buy signal for some calls. So that's what I'm looking for.
FUTU, Q2 Holdings, Foxtrot Uniform Tango Uniform, unusual call activity, February 40 call sweep on FUTU, Foxtrot Uniform Tango Uniform.
Qs are breaking down a little bit here. Still markets holding up pretty well. Nice climb in the markets. You're just looking at intraday moves. Tesla's finally starting to climb here. Take a look at Tesla now. Tesla just got that 1020 cross here on a today 1 minute chart. Look at Tesla. So you had breakdown momentum for quite a bit. We sold Tesla one candle before the highs. Literally about 20 cents away from the highs. Now we're getting that 1020 cross. Now look at the histogram. This is really important for you guys that are learning here. Notice the histogram when we're in breakdown momentum, it's below that 0 line, right? Notice when we're in breakdown momentum, we're trading below that 20-day simple moving average. Now we got an NTZ right here. Now we got that 1020 cross, and now we got Tesla starting to break out again. We got the green histogram on the bars down here. We got the MACD, that cross, check, check. 1020 cross is ready to check. And then that first green candle after that 1020 is a check for a day trade. So we could watch that and possibly make another day trade here. Nice breakout on Tesla. There she goes. Now see how beautiful that trade plan worked there. 1020 cross starting to climb higher now. Markets are climbing here again as well, team. We got the Q starting to take off back up to that 20 SMA.
A draw of 3.8 million. Again, crude a draw of 1.001 million versus a draw of 1.021 million expected. Gasoline inventories a build of 1.895 million versus a draw of 1.829 million expected. Crude dropping a bit here, $40.96.
I can't wait to see what they're saying there with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Report Boston schools are shifting to remote learning tomorrow.
Tesla's having a nice continued breakout there. Look at that big breakout from 423 to 427. That's a quick move there.
HSBC to cut 300 jobs in its UK commercial banking overhaul. That's from Reuters. Hotel Sandy Bravo Charlie.
Tesla still continuing to break higher there. Intel's having a huge breakout at the highs of the day, team. Take a look at Intel, INTC. Nice breakout on Intel again. Tesla, guys, is still on the climb there. Tesla's breaking higher. Intel's climbing. Pinterest is on the climb again. Facebook is still consolidating, almost at 281 still. Intel still holding that 1020. Diamond's pulling back a little bit. Diamond's now below that 1020 50 SMA. Dow's still up about 93 points. Nasdaq's up about 55. S&P's up 14. Little intraday pullback, which is nothing to really be concerned about. Who the hell is playing music in the office out there? Intel still looking good, still continuing to climb. Facebook still in consolidation. Dow is starting to break down now. Take a look at the Diamond ETF. So if you're taking a look at the market, the general market's going to tell you what the rest of the market's going to do. Dow breaking below the 10-20-50 SMA. We got some support at 283.75. Qs, same thing. Take a look at Qs. Qs here breaking lower. 10-20 cross below, getting up to that 10, failing, pulling back a little bit. Support at 285.75. There we go. Facebook's starting to climb. Qs are taking off. Look at the climb now on Diamond ETF. This is what I mean about intraday noise in the market. You know, there was really no news that was coming out, right? Nothing to worry us, nothing to give us any concern. Now, just in that 3 candles there, we went to BDM, breakout momentum here. Now we got a nice climb on Facebook. Facebook's breaking 281.50 now. And we got a nice little climb coming at. Let's see if we can break that 284.25 on Diamond ETF here. Facebook's starting to climb here again as well. Nice breakout on Facebook. And if you guys take a look at Intel, Intel's still continuing to climb here as well, INTC. And remember, Intel was upgraded to $67 a share the other day. So nice climb there on Intel.
EU negotiators expected to go to London as soon as Thursday to resume trade talks with the UK.
Tesla is still taking off nicely here. Want to find another good day trade. Look at Tesla since we were talking about that 10-20 cross. Anyone get in that when we were talking about that for a second time? There she goes again. Another big breakout on Tesla. I'm thinking about doing another Tesla day trade here. Trading it up to at least 430, maybe 431. I mean, there's no question she's going to be running at the end of the day here going into earnings. Everyone wants to get into Tesla now after they saw what happened with Snapchat. So I think Tesla is going to be a heck of a good day trade setup here. And you can pick up a quick day trade for $1,000 on Tesla. You know, make a quick 25% gain, $250 in a few minutes. Look for that quick target resistance area. There she goes, still breaking higher. Nice breakout. Facebook on the climb here as well. Dow's holding above that 1020. And Qs are still on the climb as well. Guys on YouTube, if you're enjoying these live streams, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, share it on social media for us. Greatly appreciate it. Tesla's taking off again.
Shares up 25% at the high. On Ring Energy.
Paul, are you trading ExxonMobil? There goes Facebook. Let's see Facebook break out again here.
Ring Energy.
Carson Gardes says, I signed up for tonight's class through my email for the class tonight. That page is to sign up for the class with the CPA. Snapchat is crazy. Snapchat up 37.35 a share. Up 31% for the day. Unbelievable.
$3.17 on MRIN. A high of $8 earlier as
Apple's still continuing to climb. Apple up 1%. Let's take a look at Apple chart. Maybe that's something we could do a swing trade on with Apple. Apple's in breakout momentum. Nice climb there on Apple. 3-month daily chart. Look at how it's holding that 20-day simple moving average. So you remember what I was talking about yesterday, Avilio. I was talking about setting that alert. If you wanted to get into a trade on Apple, see how it's using that blue 20-day as the support area here on Apple. So you could have a tight stop here on Apple of about, let me see, my eyes are getting bad. Let me look, about 116. So 116 could be your stop. 125 could be target 1. 130 could be target number 2, depending on the time frame of the expiration you're getting. Nice setup, though, on Apple. Love that setup there on Apple. It's looking good. Tesla is still on the climb. She's in beast mode. Paul, no problem. Did you get in the ExxonMobil trade? Or are you waiting for that 35 break above? Because there's two different types of trade setups you have. You have the day trade and you have the swing trade. Swing trade, I'd be looking for a candle above 35. Day trade, obviously if you're using our trade plan, you got a nice entry right here. First candle above, and you'd be trading that still. Tonight's class is going to be for pro and elite members. And it's going to be for how to find the right trades, how to find the right strike prices, the right expiration dates. It's going to be an easy class, no presentation like slides or anything. I'm going to be doing raw, live on the screen here, and we're going to go over examples. And then in post-editing, she'll make it look nice for those of you that weren't live with us. Diamond's pulling back quite heavily here along with Qs. Let me see if there's any news coming out. No news that I'm seeing, but as you guys can see, Diamond's pulling back from the highs. Dow's up about 69 points right now. NASDAQ's up about 43 points, and S&P's up about 11. But we got a big pullback here on Diamond and Q's coming right now. So you're staying away from any type of swings right now. Now, if you wanted to day trade down to 283.50, that's going to be your support for Diamond ETF. Apple earnings next week, says Ari Vam on YouTube. I think Apple's going to do really great. I mean, when I personally went to their store I got a couple new things. I got the iPad Pro, I got the iMac, I got some, what do you call it, the earphone things. I got a few of those, and they're sold out of everything just about. You got to order stuff, so everyone's learning from home, so they need equipment. The people that have money, they're buying that stuff up. It's really disparaging, though, seeing the difference between the people who have money and the ones who are really struggling. I'm seeing that more and more on the news, and it's really concerning me. We got to get that stimulus deal passed. Avilio asks a great question about DraftKings. He said, why did we get into DraftKings there? DraftKings had some unusual options activity coming in yesterday. It's holding. It's got candles trading side by side. On that day, it broke above that 44.50 that was our entry. So that was the alert we sent. And we got a tight stop here of, let's say, 41.75, 41 bucks. And that's for the November 20th Expo. So going into, all the games. When's the World Series? I think the end of this month. Everything's opening back up. So I think DraftKings is going to continue. And they were also doing analyst upgrades on DraftKings as well. They were saying a $60 target short term on DraftKings. So that was a big pullback from 65 all the way down to 40. That's a pretty decent sized pullback. So going to look for that to start to climb soon here as well. Snapchat is still climbing. Look at that, at the highs of the day still. What a breakout on Snapchat. Pinterest is pulling back from the highs. Tesla's still holding that 10 pretty well. Game 1 was last night. I actually have $100 on the game. Those things that's like, okay, if at the end of the game the total score adds up to like a 0 to a 9, that type of thing. Let me see how it works.
MSP indicating 34.50 on 700,000. Michael Sandy Papa, IPO.
Q's Diamond consolidating a little bit here the past 3 candles. Market's holding up pretty well. Yeah, I saw that coming up on the screener here. The Newswire, Peloton shares are dropping Peloton shares fall below support level at 131. Stock down 4.5% from session high, down 0.8% for the session. Snapchat's still strong though, still breaking out. Facebook's holding that 280 support, which is great. I told you guys about that. Looking pretty good.
ACIF, out of getting a little pop here, out of holdings, Tango Foxtrot.
Alrighty, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for us for the morning trading session. I'm going to see you guys. The iPad Pro is in my Gucci bag at the house. I don't bring that to the office. I use that at the house. Arivam. Let's see. Quantum says crowd down. I think it has good fundamentals. Let's see. CRWD before I get off here. CRWD. Crowd today. It looks like it's going to be good trades. If you get a candle above 137 there, Quantum, I'd be looking for a quick day trade on that. On a daily chart here, I wouldn't go near it yet. Big breakdown. I'd be looking at 130 as support. But thank you guys. If you guys enjoyed this live trading video, please give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. And guys, come join us. We got class tonight. You guys are going to enjoy it. Go to breakingchartalerts.com. Sign up. Come join us. And you guys could join us by clicking a bunch of places here. Click join now, membership pricing plans, join now. You guys could see what we do here on our scroller. And you guys could click join now. You guys could see our real members, how they've done. So anything you guys want and need, shoot us a message right here. If you guys want to chat with us, bring up that messenger, click log into messenger. Talk with us, ask us questions, and we'd be glad to answer. Hope everyone has a great day. I will see you guys live at 2, and then we also have our class at 5 p.m. tonight. Take care, guys. Have a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.